Hi, welcome to Thiru Academy. Today we are going to discuss about Angular data binding. First of all, we'll discuss about binding, then we'll go with data binding. Okay, binding. Using this concept, we can find a variable and function with HTML controls. It provides a live connection between HTML controls and a model properties. Okay, for example, we are loading a template in browser, right? That is called in Angular project I am telling about. Okay, Angular template binding creates a live connection between a part of the UI created from a template and the model whatever we have provided in TypeScript file. Okay, it provides the live connection between them. Okay, we have two types of data bindings. We have two types of bindings. One is data binding, second one is function binding. Data bindings means we can bind the data with HTML controls. That is called data binding. Function binding means to bind a function as a listener of HTML control event. In HTML pages, we have control events, like right. For that, we need to bind a functions. That is called function binding. Okay, function binding we'll see later. First, we'll see data binding. Data bindings we have two ways. In data binding, we can apply in two ways. Data binding we can apply in two ways. One is one-way data binding, second one is two-way data binding. In one-way data binding, variable updates will affect on HTML controls and vice versa. It not work vice versa. Okay, uh, variable updates will affect on HTML controls in the sense whatever we have provided in TypeScript file, whatever the properties we have provided, that will affect on HTML controls. Okay, how we can apply this means using expressions. This is the syntax for expression. Here is the property name we need to provide and we'll display like that. Okay, we'll see one example so that you can understand more about this. Okay, one-way data binding. Then we'll go with two-way data binding. Just I have created one Angular application, that is data binding. This is the app.component.html file and this is the app.component.typescript file. Okay, I am removing this function first. We'll see later about this. Okay, Control S, and I am deleting this one also. Why? Because it is giving error, right? Without select function, we have used function, right? Yeah, I will run this Angular application, then we'll see. Ng, yes. It is compiled and run. Okay, I'm opening in browser. Yeah, see here it is displaying data binding. We'll see here in paragraph I have displayed data binding, then serial number value I am displaying with expression. Whatever we have provided this serial number value, in earlier videos we have discussed about whatever the controls we have. We have provided the properties in TypeScript file, we can directly use in HTML file. Why? Because those are in same component, right? So that we can use directly. Okay, that whenever we have used this decorator provides additional features to that class, right? So that these are the features providing by this component decorator. Okay, this serial number I am displaying here by using expression, and one input tag I have written here to display that serial number value. Okay, same way here is the output for that or HTML script. This whenever I will provide one button whenever I clicked on that button, the variable value needs to be changed. What we need to do for that? See, I'll create one button here. Okay, Input type, not text. Button we need to give here. Okay. Value is click. Whenever I clicked on that button, it needs to be modified. Here, click is the event we need to call here. Select is the function name. This function we need to implement in component TypeScript file here in app component class. We need to implement here. Okay. In this function, I am modifying this serial number value, which I can't use directly. Using this keyword, I can use this dot serial number equal to 100 I am providing. Whenever I click on this button, it needs to be modified. Okay. See here, I'm refreshing this page. Initially it is 10 only. Whatever we have provided here, we have given 10 only, right? Serial number value 10. Later on, it needs to be modified. Whenever I click on, it became 100. Whenever I modified here, it won't modify. Why? Because this is one way data binding. Okay, I think you got little bit knowledge about one way data binding. If you observe two-way data binding also, you can get more knowledge about data binding. Okay. Yes, in two-way data binding, HTML control updates will affect on whatever the properties we have provided, and vice versa also it needs to be work. That is called two-way data binding. This in two-way data binding, this variable updates will affect on HTML controls and vice versa also. It needs to be work. Okay. Here is the serial number value 10. Okay. I'm removing this select function. No need. Again, we'll do one thing. I'll create one more example so that you can get it right. Okay. I'm killing this one. I'll create one more project. ng new two-way data binding. New project I have created. No, we don't want routing and CSS. Yeah, I'm killing this one. We don't want node modules, right? We have copy pasted outside of that one. Yes, cd space two-way data binding ng. Yes, I'm running this project also. We'll see. Still it is not completed. See. Yeah, open, right? Fine. File, open folder, two-way data binding. Control P. app.component.html. We don't want welcome, right? It's two-way data binding I am giving. See, whenever we have saved, it is recompiled and displayed the text. Okay. Fine. Two-way data binding. App component.ts file. We have provided like this. We got like this whenever we have created Angular project. Here, this is the title is the default variable, right? I am providing one variable uname, type string I am giving, variable value Thiru Academy I'm providing. Yes, this property value will try to display in HTML file. Okay. Input type text value equal to uname we need to provide. In expression we need to provide so that that property value will get it here on HTML control. Okay. Yes. See, Thiru Academy we got here. Break we need to apply to get it in new line. Okay. See, okay. Then for two-way data binding, ng modal is a directive we need to use in HTML file for two-way data binding. ng modal directive is available in forms module of Angular. Okay. See how we can use ng modal. Input type text ng modal we need to provide ng modal like that. Oh, one sec. No, this one and this one. ng modal we need to give like this. Uname we need to give. Okay, it is giving error. Why? Because we didn't imported ng modal since it's not a known property. Why? Because we didn't imported that forms module. This is a ng modal is available in forms module, right? Where we can import that forms module in app.module.ts file. We need to import that forms module. Import forms module we need to import like this. These forms module we need to provide here also in imports. Then only it is then only we can use that forms module. If we didn't provide it in imports, it won't import it full-fledged. Okay. See, now error gone, right? We'll see the output here. This is one-way data binding. This is two-way data binding. Whenever we have modified in two-way data binding property, it is modified in everywhere. Okay. Check this. I am displaying here also in h1 tag. h1 see, available, right? Refreshing. Whenever I have modified in one-way data binding, this is one-way data binding, just we are displaying that property value here. Okay, it is not modifying. Whenever we are modifying in ng modal uname, okay, this is two-way data binding, right? It is modifying everywhere. Okay, this is called this way we need to use two-way data binding. And one more thing, what we can display, instead of this we can use value. Yes, is the property binding. This value we can also provide like this. This is the property binding value. Okay, we can call it as property binding. Okay, see, I am opening this here also. It is displaying that property value, and this is one-way binding only, not two-way data binding. Only if you can use ng model, then only it is two-way data binding. This what we can call it as only property binding. We can display like this, and this also we can use. And one more thing, ng model. This way also we can use. See, this also one-way data binding. Only if you can use these braces with ng model, then only it is two-way data binding. Remaining all are called property binding only. Okay, this way we can use two-way data binding. If you we can see more examples in later videos. If you really like this, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you want this material also, please let me know in comment box. Thank you for watching.